all of you.
Thank you.
And wishing you and your family a very happy and a prosperous new year.
Thank you.
So congratulations and welcome to the new year. A new age Ayurvet welcomes. So congratulations to one and all. I would request if Baddi team, Chidana team can place themselves on mute.
Okay.
Thank you. So the reason for assembling today has a specific purpose, and yes, not to mention that today being the first day of the year, but there is much more significant that has been there, and as a reason we wanted to meet up as a team under one roof and congratulate each other. So to one and all present in this hall and those who are there out in the field, hearty congratulations to the entire Ayurvet family for registering themselves as Great Place to Work in India. So dear friends, this is one of the most prestigious award that an organization, a corporate and an HR can bag. Many big corporates, they just dream of getting this award, and I take the pride to stand here and say that we have registered ourselves. We are amongst the top 50 SME companies in India to work with. So this is indeed a very significant achievement for all of us, and I take this privilege to make this announcement today. So my heartfelt thanks to the core team that has worked on this, Swati, Anshul, Lalita ji, Vikas, and not also to mention that Sanjeet has been a great support in this entire activity, wherein he supported us on the HR front from Baddi. So Sanjeet, this one is for you and the entire team. Thank you so much. Well, so Great Place to Work. What is this? Sounds like a music to ear. So मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है that we are now in the top 50 SME companies in India. So what is Great Place to Work? Let's see that. We know about these big educational institutes, Harvard, Cornell and Oxford. We must have heard about them. So these universities have scientifically validated the evaluation method that Great Place to Work works on. Great Place to Work is a US-based independent organization that does a research and certifies only 8,000 companies globally every year. Only 8,000 companies globally every year, and they cover 53 countries across the globe. So just imagine, we have dropped the pin on the global map that now we are amongst those handpicked 8,000 companies across the globe who are certified as Great Place to Work. So Ranjan, if you can help me play that video. So this is a video that is on Great Place to Work website.
Independent research revealed that certain organizations are more successful financially and outperform standard market indices by up to 4 times. 19 of the 36 organizations identified in another independent research on great organizational performance have something more in common. Research at Cornell University and the University of British Columbia confirmed that these very organizations have higher customer satisfaction scores and have a positive impact on their employees' subjective well-being. It's proven. These organizations perform better and are more sustainable, have happier customers, and create a happier world. The big question: what do these organizations have in common? They all are best workplaces, according to studies done by Great Place to Work Institute. If creating and sustaining a great workplace is one such significant investment an organization can make, what makes an organization a great place to work? For more than 20 years, and now across more than 50 countries, we have been asking millions of employees from different kinds of organizations this very question. We found that at great workplaces, Employees trust the people they work for, have pride in the work they do, and enjoy the company of people they work with. We put together a list of 56 variables that come together to make an organization a great place to work in a comprehensive model. It's widely known as Great Place to Work Trust Index Model, the world's most well-researched, accepted, and sustainable definition of a great workplace from an employee's point of view. So, how can any organization create and sustain a great workplace? Every year, we study people practices of over 7,000 organizations. We found that organizations that are successful at creating and sustaining a great workplace culture follow specific practices in 9 key areas. These key areas are outlined in the Great Place to Work People Practice Framework. The next big question: how can your organization get started on its journey to create great workplace? And how can we help you? To create great workplace, an organization must find answers and act on 4 key questions. 1. Do our employees think our organization is a great workplace? Begin by finding out what your employees like about working at your organization and what could be better. We help organizations answer this question using the Trust Index Employee Survey. 2. Do our practices help create a great workplace? We help organizations assess and improve their people practices across the 9 practice areas using Great Place to Work Culture Audit Assessment Tool. 3. Do our managers create a great workplace? We help organizations by giving their people managers feedback scorecards, telling them their areas of strength and improvement. We train them to help them become great people managers. 4. And lastly, is our organization recognized as a great workplace? Every year, we publish a list of the country's best companies to work for, which is based on robust research. These lists are recognized as the most credible list of great workplaces. At Great Place to Work Institute, it's our mission to create a better world by helping organizations become great workplaces. Join us to create yours. Apply for a Great Place to Work assessment at your organization today.
Okay, so that's about Great Place to Work. So were you able to understand the methodology, how they work on the entire model, the structure of assessment? So this is the scientifically proven evaluation method that they adopt. Indeed, this is a dream for many organizations, as I said. I met Chaitanya. Where is Chaitanya? So I met up in the morning. So he congratulated me. I said that congratulations to you and the entire Ayurvet family. He said congratulations because my previous organization was trying for last 4 years to make it to Great Place to Work. They could not. We have done it.
And still they couldn't.
I still remember when the announcement came, I called up MD sir and I said, it feels as if I have won a Nobel Prize. So it gives such a sense of pride that I just can't express. So for a moment I was speechless when we were told that yes, we are one of the great places to work in India. So thanks to each one of you. Thank you so much. So a quick overview. So as I stated that every year only 8,000 companies are certified as Great Place to Work across 53 countries. The benchmarks are updated every 12 months. So it's not a legacy that once we are a great place to work, we are always a great place to work. There are companies who have slided back. So you need to retain and you need to reapply, register and get certified every year. They have the largest repository of best practices. So they pick the best of the best. So when we talk about the repository, so it's not that what I do, others are also doing, so I get certified. What is the uniqueness that differentiates me or the organization from others is what is Great Place to Work all about.
Can they see this presentation? They can't see this presentation.
No sir, Baddi cannot, Chidana can. So 700 companies are studied annually in India itself. So they have 2 segregation. One is large size companies and one is mid size companies. So that is on the basis of the overall human capital. So we stand in the SME or the mid-size segment. So best workplaces benchmarking, a unique dual assessment lens, that is trust index and culture index. So I will talk about it in the coming slides. So here we are on the methodology. The process was a four-phased evaluation matrix, I would say. One was submitting the synopsis of the organization, that why do we feel that we are amongst the best places to work. So a summary of the entire organization's work, the pedagogy or the mission and vision statement that was presented, and that's where they felt that they should give us an opportunity to present our nomination for Great Place to Work. Then came the trust index factor. Trust index is what employees think about the organization and its culture, so that will primarily include of your credibility, respect, fairness, pride and camaraderie. This is a 2/3 weightage of the entire assessment. Once we meet this cut, then we move to the culture audit. Culture audit is what management speaks, what the top management speaks about its practices, which would include inspiring people. Speaking is the transparency to express your views, listening, thanking, developing, caring, celebrating, sharing, and hiring. So this is more towards the cultural part. Further to amplify, when we talk about the dimensions, credibility will talk about the communication, the level of transparency of communication, competence, integrity. When we talk about respect, it is the support, collaboration, and caring for each other. Fairness is all about your practices, whether the fairness lies on the equity, impartiality, and the justice. When we talk about the pride about the organization, pride about our personal job or the role that has been assigned to us. The teamwork, the company, when you talk about or when you go out in the market and you represent your organization, what is the amount of pride that you carry in yourself? Then we come to the camaraderie, that is the intimacy of ability to understand each other and get along, hospitality and community. So this is the broad framework on which the entire evaluation and the assessment has taken place. And it was very important that I share it with one and all so that you know the background of what brought us here. What was the amount of hardship that has gone to be here and to be happy and to cherish this moment. So many of you would have got this survey. So thanks to one and all, those who have filled it, those who have got it filled. So Anshul, thank you so much for rigorously working on getting the survey filled all across. This is how the assessment dashboard looked like when we talk about Ayurvet. These are the different parameters on which the feedback had gone to a great place. And trust me friends, there was no intervention neither from the management nor from the employee. There was a non-disclosure agreement that was signed from both the parties, from Ayurvet as well as Great Place to Work, stating that you will not be influencing us by any means in our assessment process. If that happens, you will be blacklisted. Plus, second condition was, when we talk about those 4 assessment criteria, there was a cutoff time period that was given. So this is a zero cost assessment. We haven't paid even a single penny for this global certification. But the condition was, even if you miss the deadline by 1 minute on every parameter, you will have to pay 25,000 rupees. So it was so stringent. So starting from the collation of the data, getting the survey filled, whatever information or inputs is required, getting everything captured and ensuring that it is registered with Great Place to Work, that itself was a task, and we were very prompt in taking care of that, and that was very well recognized by Great Place to Work as well. So what do we get out of it? Certification is very nice, it's a music to hear, good to know that we are amongst the cream of the cream. So how does it differentiate us from others? So when we talk about being certified as Great Place to Work, it is an excellent opportunity for the organization to pull ourselves to the next level. We have been now certified, embossed by a global body that yes, we are the best. Now, if we talk about only about the India database, when we talk about Great Place to Work India, so this is the trend that has been published by Great Place to Work, that organizations that are certified to be Great Place to Work, they provide 3 times of the return. They provide 3 times of the return. So dear friends, on the first day of the year, can I have the courage to ask each one of you that are we committed to make Ayurvet a 300 crore company in next 1.5 years?
Yes. इधर feed क्यों हो गया ये?
I think some lighting.
Voltage. Some brightness. Both the screen has been down.
नहीं, अभी तो पहले सही आ रहा था.
We can continue.
Brightness देखो ना.
ब्राइटनेस घटा के फिर बढ़ा के देखो.
Brightness.
अभी तक तो ठीक आ रहा था.
दोनों screen down.
Okay, so I will read it out. This is continuity to what Great Place to Work offers. So as an organization, we get a snapshot of our trust levels. So when I talk about the trust index, so the scoring parameter was 70. 70 was the cutoff, and we were able to score 75 on the trust index. So that's quite a significant score, I would say. Then we can do an industry benchmarking on several parameters that will be provided by Great Place to Work. The commitment about improving the workplace culture. So improvement is a constant process day in, day out. So while we are recognized as Great Place to Work, how do we personally engage ourselves and involve ourselves to make this organization from a good to a great? Okay, so that is a constant journey that we all have to cover in each day to come. Insights on how HR programs are perceived by our employees. So this talks a lot about what is the level of trust factor between employees and the human resource. Well, I think I should have captured this slide prior to the one that I just read. This is more of how do we take the opportunity to project our organization Ayurvet as the best employer brand externally. Okay, so I propose, and we will work upon that, we use Great Place to Work as our signature in our Microsoft Outlook, so that internal and external world knows that yes, we are the best. Well, this is a tool to attract top talent. So when you are certified as Great Place to Work, everyone likes to work with you. So we will have to take this mileage of getting the best of the best. Retention, yes, now we are working for one of the great organizations. So that itself talks about a long association and a fruitful association for all of us. Better financial performance, as I have already talked about. So guys, here we are. We are amongst India's great mid-sized workplaces. Congratulations. And with this, we get a coverage in all major journals, be it your Mint, be it Economic Times. You talk about any major journal, we are there. Most probably in May or June, there is an award ceremony that is conducted. Pan-India. Winners are invited in Mumbai, so we will be fortunate to receive the award for Great Place to Work there. See where we stand today. While I was making this presentation, it was giving me a different hype. You have the list of companies. One is your large size organization and the mid-size organization. So we are in the league of extraordinary now. I will just read it out. When we talk about large size organizations, we are now with Infosys, Wipro, Google, Tata Steel, Reliance, Kotak, SAP, Adobe, DHL, Indian Oil Corporation and the Oberoi Groups. When we talk about our league, the mid-sized, we are with Sony Pictures, Centum Learning, which is a Bharti Mittal Enterprise, Reliance Infrastructure, Adani Mining, Aptech Limited, Mahindra Life Science, Levi's, Field Fresh Food, JM Financial, United Colors of Benetton, Crossword Books, last but not the least, Ayurvet Limited. Let's clap for it. Well, we all knew it since day one, but now it's official. We are a great place to work. Congratulations to one and all. So on that note, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to each one of you for being a part of the successful journey of Ayurvet, and I am fortunate to represent the organization in this forum and to back this award for each one of you. Thank you so much.
Sir, is Dabur among these top 50?